Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the 2-hour mega spectacular. It's season 3 finale of the SSBB Esport Endurance Series. We are here at the Nurburgring GP. Wow, we are in for a freaking great race, and it's been quite an amazing season. I have to thank all of the competitors and everybody that's tuned in and watched and joined us in this magical journey. And I'm just going to make sure everything is good. We are streaming. Good news. First comment, welcome Jurassic Jam, welcome Janettu Motorsport, welcome everyone. We're about to start qualifying. We're actually 1 minute late, so let's jump into the points right quick. How do we look on this as we go into the season finale? Well, am I on the right points first of all? Yes, I am. So I expected more, but anyway, so there's only one race, there's no two categories. So what we're looking at is Mr. Bombastic leading the championship on 178 points. This excludes points drop at the end of the season. Spage Finn second on 175. Third is McFlurry Twist on 162. Fourth is Venture 26 152. And bringing up your top 5 is Alex Wilmot 148. So sure, that means the championship is super close. Let's jump into qualifying. I'm just going to change this jobber, and then we will be able to jump into qualifying. So let me let the guys know. We're about to start qualifying. I am just gonna get this thing started and just make sure everybody's in the room. We've got quite a nice full house here. Venture 26 watching, so that's fine. So let's just make sure that we've got 10 minutes of qualifying. We do. And it is a 2-hour endurance race. Fantastic. We started a bit early this evening because, man, we got a long race ahead of us. So I'm going to change the ambience right quick. Alrighty, so everybody's super keen. Just get everything set up here nicely. Everybody's super keen to get out onto the circuit, and Venture 26 leading the charge as it stands. And this is the final race in these cars. Next season's endurance race, we have the rigs have been out. Basically, the competitors can choose any Group 3 car. Any Group 3 car they wish, which is quite interesting. So, just checking everything is good. Fantastic, man. How's the audio? Let me know in the comments. Hello Jay, great to have you with us. That's Adders from our Clubman series joining us in the comments here. So we're watching Venture 26 as he goes onto the main straight. He has the fin, the flying fin, Mr. Boombastic behind him. Behind Boombastic is the flying fin. So let's just check who's leading the championship again. It is Boombastic, and he is only 3 points ahead of the fin. So this race is really between Mr. Boombastic and the fin. And it's amazing to see it is so close. And these guys have had some amazing battles this season. And it has been epic to watch. Absolutely epic. Both these drivers really, really good. Kind of at the top of their game at the moment. And really cool to watch. So in fourth place here we have Dens. Welcome back, Dens. Golf Nut has joined us, and it's great to have him back with us. He's missed quite a few races. Right behind him is Davide, Genetti Motorsport Mitsubishi. They've changed that car quite a bit. It looks pretty amazing. Seventh is Death Raccoon, Jedi Jonah, apologies. And he is in that Hyundai. Eighth is Death Raccoon. Now, what we don't see, my apologies, is we don't see what tires these guys are on. Now remember that each competitor has to... What headset am I using? Jurassic Jam, it's a PlayStation headset. Yeah, PlayStation headset. Not the most expensive one, quite a cheap one, I guess. But it is branded PlayStation. So anyhow, all these drivers have to start with one tire. Bit of a ricochet there. Who was that? Was that Malty? Again, Malty, but naughty brother. So Mr. Boombastic quickest, 0.7 ahead of Venture. Wow, maybe that's slip. And Boombastic's on the medium. My God, that is a good time. Venture 26, let's just go see what tire he's on. He's on the hard, so that is a very, very good effort from Venture. So Boombastic on the medium. Now whatever they qualify with, they have to start the race with. And the regs say that each competitor has to use at least one set of each tire. So they have to use a hard tire, they have to use a soft tire, and they have to use a medium tire. So Boombastic currently setting the pace on the medium. Second is BR. He's also on the medium. Third is Jack E. Also, he's on the hard. That's a good effort from Jake. Very good effort on the hard tire. Fourth is Jedi Jonah on the medium tire. Fifth is Venture 26 on the hard tire. That is a good time from Venture on that hard tire, man. Dens is 6. Out on the hard tire. Also good effort from Dens. 7th is Davide on the soft. 8th is the Finn on the hard. These guys are playing for championship points here. So that Hyundai, man, down the straights, that is fast. Boombastic. So Boombastic clever. He probably sat in Venture's slip. And that's how he got the time. Because we saw it was there. Golf Nut 9th on the hard. 10th is Death Raccoon on the soft tire. Alex Wilmot on the hard tire. Now, for an endurance race, my opinion, you might want to do more stints on the hard. Just saying. The reason for that is your overall time. Now I haven't tested this, but it is possible that your overall time is going to be quicker because the hard is a much more durable tire. So in other words, you're going to go so much longer on the hard tire than you would on the soft. We've got 3 minutes left. Multi currently 12th on the soft tire. I don't think the soft tire gives you anything here. Eh? I mean, that is significant. Only 12th. Possibly didn't get a good lap in. McFlurry 13th on the hard tire. So McFlurry also in this championship. He's not far off. He is third. And he's not far off. Okay, he is about 13 points off the Finn, who is 3 points off of Bombastic. So McFlurry goes 10th. So interesting. Who is 13th? Multi. So Multi could be doing his hot lap here. He's getting purple sectors. Multi about to upset everyone. Good job, Multi. He's one of our younger racers. He is very talented, very quick young man. But as in life with everything, much to learn. But not much. He's pretty quick. So getting another purple sector. Multi really putting it together here. Beautiful to watch. Let's jump on board. This corner, we've got to get the car lined up nicely, ride that inside. And I was practicing, I was battling to get that corner right. This also a tricky corner. You've got to get this apex right, get the exit right. Because here it's all about the main, the straight. If you get the exit wrong, you mess up all. You just lose time all the way down the straight. So, Death Raccoon currently first. Death Raccoon is absolutely flying, and he was very, very quick in the practice as well. So let's see. What will Multi do here? He goes quickest, 0.4. I mean, he was setting purple sectors everywhere. That is phenomenal. Well done. 56 dead. It's a quick time. It's not the quickest. In practice, there was a quicker time. I think it was Death Raccoon was actually quicker in practice. Death Raccoon is on the soft as well. Oh, making a bit of a mistake there. He was quicker in that first sector, so possibly a quicker time. It was a 55.8 or something. 56 dead is a quick time though. Death Raccoon currently second. Let's just look at the times. 44 seconds remaining. So 56.5 by Death Raccoon. And 56.6 Davide. That's very close. 57.1 BR. Now BR is on the medium. That's a good effort from BR. Let's have a look here. BR fourth now. Davide third. Two Genetsu cars nose to tail, so Davide could have picked up the slip from BR, and there we go. BR maybe giving him a bit of a slip there. Running it deep. That slip just catches you, man. That speed. So Multi possibly practicing his starts there. So Multi still quickest. Bombastic 57.3. Okay, look at that gorgeous livery. Man, that thing is a beast. It looks so good. What are the comments saying? Ian Evo, good luck gents. I'll be on watch with my kids, go home and live. Been to the shop for popcorn. Lekker. Nice one, Ian Evo. Glad to see you with us. Adders, all good on audio. Thank you. So, at the moment, this man quickest. Doesn't look like anybody's really going to go quicker. Davide is finished. BR is finished. Jedi Bombastic is finished his session. Jackie's not going to get another session because he won't be able to do a full lap, this out lap and then another hot lap. Spage Finn finishing. Okay, so there we go. We are finished. Let's just get confirmation of the results. But our Multi still on top, so I'm just going to capture that. So Multi will start with a hard tire, but can't get the starts down tonight, Multi. Don't give it all the beans. Just get off the line. That's all you gotta do. Don't give it all the beans, just get it off the line. What I normally do is I kind of hold it. It really depends. Kind of just over a third up the RPM range. Pretty much in all the cars, it's kind of mid-throttle. But you have to gauge it. It's very difficult. So there's confirmation of your results. We're going to be in for a good race tonight. Oh, Melty. Not allowed to change your tire, brother. Whatever you start with, whatever you qualify with, you have to start with. You can't change your tire. Ah, Melty. Alright, let's see. Who gets off the line? Is Melty going to bid it, or is he going to get off the line? Let's see. It's a decent start from everybody. Good job from Melty. Goes defensive straight away. That's good racing. And so currently it's Melty, who's Death Raccoon in second. Melty runs it deep. Death Raccoon gets up the inside. Melty's got the inside line. These two at it again. I think it was Davide in the last Enduras. They came together. Now these guys are very, very close in their position, but it's a long race. So Melty getting a good exit. So brilliant start from Melty, your pole man. Let's just have a go back. I mean, there's 3 Genetsu Motorsport cars here. Death Raccoon putting Melty under huge pressure. Let's just check. So Death Raccoon on the soft, Melty on the soft. Good man, he didn't change the tire. So Death Raccoon putting Melty under a lot of pressure. It's great to see. The guys are close. Third is BR at the moment, coming through the fast sweep. Fourth is Davide. 3 Genetsu Motorsport cars up front. So Davide on the soft, Melty on the soft. So Death Raccoon's got past. Death Raccoon looking very racy around here. Got the bit between his teeth, but he did have the slip, so interesting. Maybe that Mitsubishi's got some legs that we don't know about. I'm trying to see, all the top cars I think are on the soft, and it would make sense. Beautifully done over the curbs there, coming around. Oh, runs it a bit wide. No, clips the apex right on the exit. So that's Death Raccoon looking very racy in this race. Off the bat. Second Melty, third BR, fourth Davide. All on BR on the medium tire. It's good pace from BR. Fifth Mr. Boombastic also on the medium tire. Sixth is Finn on the hard tire. Seventh is Jack E on the hard tire. Eighth is Venture 26 on the hard tire. Ninth is Alex. Alex on the hard as well. He likes to start on the hard. Denz is right there with him. Denz in ninth. Also on the hard. Denz and Alex going at it now. Good racing between these two guys. Working together quite nicely there. It's a long race, so you've got to think about the golf nut putting Alex under a bit of pressure there. So interesting to see how we're looking on everything. Good, all good. So Alex out in 10s. Alex and Denz having a nice little battle here. Golfy showing good pace. Also on the hard tyre. McFlurry giving up a position there. Maybe just lost a bit of drive up that section. So Jedi's out in 12th. McFlurry in 13th. I want to go back to third here. Beyond. Beautiful shot here. BR on the medium tyre, the top two guys and Davide all on the soft tyre. So BR, very, very good pace on that tyre. He's got Boombastic behind him. This is very good for the race overall because what we've seen in the past is track position plays a big role, a very, very big role. So when you start quite far up the field and you're on a harder tire like the medium and the hard, generally it's a good indicator that the competitor is going to do well in the race. Having said that, you just don't have the grip that the other guys have, so that's allowed Mr. Bombastic to jump on board. You can see how close Bombastic is there. But I think this Mitsubishi is a very, very quick car. Let's go to Mr. Bombastic now. Just jump on board with him. So tyre wear and fuel look brilliant. It's probably fuel that's going to be the limiting factor. On the soft tyre wear is going to be more. It's going to be higher. I reckon about every 10 laps these guys are going to stop. Could edge it out a bit longer on the hard tyre, and that's what you might find competitors do as the race goes on. Do their stint on each tyre and then get onto the hard and fuel save a bit. And try and that could be what Mr. Bombastic is doing here. It's just staying in the slip and fuel saving, playing the long game. Oh, Davide getting it crossed up there. So, will Bombastic go for the move? Not really. So let's jump on board with BR. Let's see how it looks with Bombastic behind him. Bombastic closing the gap right up on BR. So if we look at BR, fuel consumption just under 3/4 tank. Bombastic pretty much exactly the same. Tire wear, Bombastic a bit more, so maybe that Scooby is a bit heavy on tires. The soft tires suffering a lot more, you can see with Davide. Death Raccoon out on the soft tire, feel exactly the same with a 2.1 second gap over Malty. Now Malty is a quick man. He's very quick, maybe just struggling a bit here. Struggling to hang with Death Raccoon. Looks like he's used a lot more fuel as well. So very interesting. But either way, Malty's in a good position. He's a very strong competitor. That is starting tyre you qualify with. That's correct. You qualified on soft, you're okay. Does that race stop after 2 hours? Yes, it does. So the race time is fixed to 2 hours. And so the whole trick now is going to be, if you do more than 4 pit stops, you need to do 2 of them have to be 5 minutes. I'm pretty sure all these guys are going to do more than 4 or more. So it's actually around 40 laps. That's what the rule says. So if you do more than 40 laps or more, then you have to do 4 pit stops, 2 of which have a stop duration of 5 minutes, meaning that gives the drivers time to just rest a bit. And this man, 2.7 second gap. Wow, Death Raccoon is in a league of his own at the moment. He is absolutely dialed. It's great to see. Let's get a nice onboard lap with this man. You can see direct input, knows exactly where he needs to turn in. Very wide turn in, beautiful. Using all the circuit very, very well. Controlled on the turn in and the clipping point. He's got the quickest time, 55.4. That's what I was talking about. That is a good time. Probably just didn't hook it up. Bit of opposite lock there as he clips the apex. Put one down on his optimal. getting off the power there to ride the curb. You can't really go flat there. You have to have maybe the perfect line with the brand new tyre you can go flat through. Got to use this inside curb there a bit. Very good driving, yeah. Bit of tyres complaining a bit, but it just means you're on the limit. You can see that gap now, 4 seconds to Malti. Death Requiem, absolutely flying. Whoa, that's late braking. Very, very good. I mean, I couldn't brake that late. Just couldn't get the car stopped. I don't know if it's a thing with the control or finding the brake balance. So, very, very good here from Malte as he goes over the line. 55.6. It's a good time, man. Let's check him through turn 1. Where does he brake? Whoa, right at the rumble. Very good. Wow, that is so good on the brakes there. Off the gas. Just balance the car. Use a lot of the curve on the exit. This is a funny corner. Really deceives. You have to hug that inside. Don't get too greedy with the throttle. Let it run out nicely there. Should get a purple sector here. Might not because of the tyre. No, 0.1 down. 0.18 down. Back to where we started. So why did I do that? Sorry guys. So we come back to the Finn. We've been watching the front guys, but yeah, the Finn and Venture 26 are having a great race. Mr. Bombastic still behind BR, so the Finn quite possibly just fuel saving. Venture also on the so Bombastic on the medium, BR on the medium. This is a good dice. Sorry. Between Bombastic and BR. 0.4 now the gap. I mean, that's nothing. Got it. So if you look on your... Let me get the mouse here. Can you see the cursor? Yes, you can. So if you look here where my cursor is, if I put it in my right hand, I can use it better. This time is the time remaining. That's how much time we have left in this race. So just keep your eyes on that. We're also on about lap 6. So I reckon around lap 10 these guys are going to start to pit. So the gap between these two is still about 0.4. Let's go up to position 6. Venture 26 out in 6th place. He's the first of the guys on the hard tyre. The Finn also on the hard tyre. So Spage Finn in 7th on the hard tyre as well. Sitting there with Venture 26. 8th is Jedi Jonah on the medium tyre, and he has Dens behind him. Now I don't know where Alex has gone. Alex was sitting with these guys. Maybe Alex is pitted. So Jack E on the hard tyre. Let's just have a look here. Alex is on the medium tyre. I think he started on the hard, so Alex is pitted already. Probably wanted to get off that hard tyre. Do a stint on the medium. So McFlurry Twist here having a dice with Golfy. Both these guys on the hard tyre. This Mazda complains so much with the understeer. McFlurry hanging it out on that hard tyre. Fuel, I mean, we're on lap 7. I think he's still got a long way to go before he stops. So it'll be interesting to see when these guys start stopping. So Malti has already stopped. He was on the soft, but I mean the hard tyre still has a long way to go. before McFlurry needs to stop. So the hard tyre is definitely going to be the tyre to use between the hard and the medium. I wouldn't waste my time with the soft. And you do that to reduce the number of stops you need to do in over the 2 hours, because ultimately that's going to just bump you up the order. So you can see Multi down to 12th already. So Multi stopped on lap 7. I mean, the way this is going, McFlurry could do 14 laps. He's got half a tank, he's done 7 laps. So if you double that, that's 14 laps. So, and we are 15 minutes in. So if you do 14 every half an hour, every hour you're gonna do 2 stops. So that's 2 hours is 4 stops. So you're gonna do 4 stops. Yeah, so interesting what Multi's saying. Multi in the comments is saying, let's just go to your first place guy. Death Raccoon's tyres are absolutely dead. Davide 11 seconds behind him. So Multi's saying in the comments, I have no pace. Tyres were gone after 5 laps. They were dreadful. Now I wait for 5 minutes. So Multi in the pits doing his stop, waiting for the 5 minutes. So good to see he's getting that 5-minute pit stop out of the way straight away. Sorry, I just got a quick snack here. So I've got biltong. Don't know if you can see biltong in South Africa. It's like what they call beef jerky in the States. Basically dried beef. It is phenomenal. Yeah, so I've got nice biltong as my snack. It's getting hotter up in here. I don't know why. Just checking the comments. I'm gonna get lapped 3 times. Yeah, but it's the same for everyone, Multi. Yeah, you gotta play the long game. That's what Adams is saying. You're doing well, just play the long game. It's the same for everyone, Multi. Just gotta do it, brother. So your pole man, your leader, not your pole man, coming into the pits, he's on the soft tyre. So the soft tyre, he only really got 8 laps out of that soft tyre. Whereas we saw McFlurry, so Davide Slat, also on the soft tyre, he's used the tyre a lot less. So 4th Death Raccoon stopping now. He's doing the stop, changing the tyre. He's going to fill up, probably going to the medium. Let's just check McFlurry out in 9th. So he's on the hard tyre, and you can see the hard tyre is so much more durable. So my opinion is, what you do is you do your stops, run-of-the-mill stuff. Then you get on the hard tyre as soon as possible, and you just stay on the track as long as possible. And reduce the number of stops you're going to have to do. I wouldn't even waste my time with the soft tyre. Yeah. Thanks, Jurassic Jam. It's tasty. It is. It's freaking tasty. If you ever get the chance to have some good biltong, this is very fresh and soft as well. See. Freaking amazing. Anyhow. I don't know why I'm got the mouse in my hand. So we are 20 minutes into this, 18 minutes into this race, and currently Davide is leading this race. He started on the soft tire. Both the two guys in front of him, Multi and Death Raccoon, have both come into the pits. Multi's doing his 5-minute pit stop. And so, Davide is still out there on the soft tire. Looks like he's doing pretty well in terms of tire management. Using a lot more fuel. But he is coming into the pits now, so the soft tire just... I guess if you want to pull out a gap, you can jump onto the soft tire right quick, but I wouldn't waste my time with it. I would use anything between the medium and the hard. I mean, BR is on the medium, he's coming in, he's got 7 liters of fuel. Both these guys in the same car. So, interesting. So change tires. Davide going to a different tire now. Okay, BR doing the first of his 5-minute pit stops. Interesting that these guys are doing it so early. Man, we got a long race ahead of us and they're doing it so early. Oh, so Bombastic leading the charge now. On the medium tire, but he has no fuel. So that interesting. Might have worked out already that, okay, it's fine, try and put your quick pace in on the softer tires. You know, use maximum fuel, maximum attack on the soft, maximum attack on the medium, and then the hard tire you just kind of stay out as long as possible. So, Ed is saying, looks like fuel outweighs tire advantage. They have to stop early for fuel. Don't know, because in this case, the Subaru looks like it's very heavy. I mean, if you look at McFlurry on the Mazda, look at his tires, look at his fuel. You know, very interesting. So, having said that, McFlurry is very good at fuel saving and tire usage. So McFlurry is also an expert at the long game, and this is the kind of game you need to play in this situation, because you want to reduce the number of stops. If there is a way you can get it under 4 stops, I don't think you can, because the thing is, you're going to do more than 40 laps. I mean, we're on lap 12 already, and we are 20 minutes in, you know. So 20 minutes is 1/3 of 60. So 12 times 3 is already 36, times 2 is 64. So in the 2 hours, McFlurry would do 64, probably, obviously a lot less, meaning that that's way over 40. So the rule is the 40 laps. You have to do the 40, I mean, if you do the 40 laps, you have to stop 4 times. Therefore, they're going to have to stop 4 times. So the question is, you want to, well, the thing is, you'd want to stop 4 if anything as close to 4 as possible. And the only way you're going to do that is by maximizing your time on track. The only way you're going to do that is with the hard tire and fuel saving. So I mean, McFlurry was right at the back. He's in 7th and he hasn't done a stop yet. So Jedi Jonah also in 6th place, although he's completely out of fuel. So let's look at Davide. Davide stopped. He's on the medium tyre. Den's in third. He hasn't stopped. He's coming in. Jackie's coming in. Death Raccoon out in first place. He's on the medium. He had such a massive lead. This man, whew, he's in another league tonight. A lot of those guys stopping. So 8th, let's go back to 8th. 9th, Bombastic. McFlurry now 2nd. Bombastic on the hard tyre. So Davide coming out, or Davide getting past McFlurry. So McFlurry now 3rd, but still looking good on the tyre, still looking good on the fuel. So look at his times. I mean, best lap 1:59, still a good time. Last lap 2:01 though, so his pace is suffering now. But I mean, 16 seconds ahead of Davide, and he stopped already. Death Raccoon's in another race tonight. So just looking at, keeping an eye on the comments. I'm going to stay engaged with you guys tonight. Yeah, so it's all different for all the cars. That's correct. So let's look. Davide 2nd, McFlurry 3rd. 4th is Mr. Bombastic. 5th is Venture 26 on the medium tyre now. Also done his stop. 6th is Spage Finn. 7th is Alex Wilmot on the soft tyre. He's doing his stint on the soft tyre now. Death Raccoon 1:55.4. 8th is Dens on the soft tyre now. 9th is Golfy on the medium. 10th is Gerard Jonah on the hard tyre. Jake E doing his time in the pits. Interesting how these guys do their 5-minute mandatory stop quite early. We're about 26 minutes in, quarter of the way into this race. Multi out in 12th. He's on the medium tyre now. Bia on the hard tyre. He's currently sitting last. So, there we go. McFlurry is finally out of fuel. And he's going to do another lap. Looks like he's just finished a lap. Just keeping our eyes on Alex here. Let's see what kind of times he's doing. He's using a lot of fuel. So McFlurry has finally got into the pits. That was a good solid 13 laps in those tyres. We estimated about 14. But this was probably the end of the was the 14th lap that he's coming, so it makes sense. So, not doing his long stint now makes sense. I also wouldn't do my long stint now. So let's see, are there any dices in this race? Death Raccoon still with the quickest lap time, 17-second gap ahead of this man. The two Genetsu Motorsport cars doing a phenomenal job here. Third is Mr. Bombastic. So Death Raccoon and Davida on the medium. Mr. Bombastic out on the hard tire. So Mr. Bombastic is your championship leader at the moment. No, sorry, I've got an issue. Just attend to this quickly. So Bombastic is your championship leader, 178 points ahead of the Finn. So he's playing the long game. He's not racing anyone here except the Finn. Third is McFlurry, but McFlurry, I mean, he's quite far down. He is 13 down on the Finn, 16 down on Bombastic, but anything could happen. So getting a bit of lag on the stream. So let's hope everything stays together this evening. We want to keep everything nice and clean. So we've got our eyes on the Finn. He's doing some great laps here. Fourth is Venture 26. Doing well. He's up into fourth place on that medium tire. Out in fifth is the Finn, the second place man in the championship. So he's looking pretty rock solid. Six is Alex. Alex is on the soft tire. He's using a lot of fuel, but he's closing the gap on the Finn. I mean, the gap is now 5 seconds. 4 seconds behind him is Denz, also on the soft tire. Now, where's Denz in the championship? That's a good point. Denz is 8th in the championship. So Denz has Malty behind him, but Malty's a lap down. So Jedi John also battling a bit here. 10th place. McFlurry now on the medium tire doing his time. Golfy, we haven't spoken much about him. He is now on the medium tire. He's also done a pit stop, so Jedi Jonah, we've spoken about him. Malty a lap down. He is doing his time on the medium, and BR on the hard, doing his time on the hard. Jack E on the medium. I mean, this man also, what do we say? Absolutely stunning performance. So no real dice is happening, but what I think is happening here, Alex, the gap was 5 seconds. Alex is now 7 seconds. Maybe made a mistake there behind the Finn. So we're half an hour into this race. And yeah, it's interesting, the different strategies. What are they going to do? And it'll be interesting to see what the guys do after they've done their stint on each tyre. Which one are they going to choose to continue with? Would it be the medium, the hard? I mean, if you go on the soft tyre, your pace is going to be, going to be a lot quicker, but you're going to have to stop a lot more. So like I said, I just wouldn't waste my time with that soft tyre. Look at the pace that Death Raccoon's running on the medium. Fuel also has a lot to do with it, but his last lap was 58. Davide 58. Bombastic 58. Venture 58. Finn 57. So let's go back to Venture 26. He's got 0.7 gap, 0.7 penalty. He's got Bombastic about 2 seconds up the road. Venture's on the medium, Bombastic on the hard. So Venture looking to close that gap, also running it a bit wide there. Venture's got the Finn behind him. Now, Venture and the Finn are both on the same tyre. So, Venture looking to close the gap on Bombastic. Once he gets into the slip, it'll be a lot easier. The other advantage that the Hyundai has is that it is a bit faster down the straight. So slowly but surely, Venture is closing the gap. It's about 1.7 now, 1.6. Oh, Bombastic looked like he made a bit of a mistake, but it could just be the corner that kind of closed up. So Venture could be just picking up the slip now. You have to be so patient with these mediums and hards. Subaru, you can see, is just better through the tight stuff, but down the straights, is the gap staying fairly consistent here. We jump on board with Bombastic. Oh, gap is fairly consistent. Let's go back to Alex and see how Alex is doing. Alex is on the soft. He's used a lot of fuel, but he's just carrying on doing what he needs to do. Looks like the Finn has gotten past Alex. Was the Finn behind Alex? I think he was. So Alex now in 6th place on that soft tyre. 7th is Dan's also on the soft, so you can see Alex has used a lot more rear tyre and a lot more fuel. Interesting. So Dan's out in 7th. Has Malty, who's a lap down. So it looks like Den's got Malty pushing hard to close the gap. Den's on the soft tyre. Not sure what tyre Malty is on. Malty's done his 5-minute pit stop. Oh, Malty getting a big slide there. Malty pushing very hard there to try and stay in as close as he can. Oh, Malty looks like he's battling with those tyres, so let's just go back to Malty and see where he is. Let's see if we can change. Malty on the mediums out of fuel now. He's going to have to stop. Oh, understeer city. My goodness. Very close to Dens, but Malty's going to pit here anyway. So does waiting in the pits clear down a time penalty? No, I don't think it does. So we'll see here. Malty's got 0.3. He's going to have to pit. And waiting in the pits, no, Malty's just going to pit in and out. So no, I don't think it clears a time penalty. That's a Jurassic Jam. Let's go back to McFlurry. McFlurry had a man, this guy is so good with fuel saving. Oh, you can see him. So, McFlurry's doing really well, playing the long game here. Not overdriving, not using too much tyre. I mean, his time on the medium is looking very similar to his time on the hard. So he, on the medium tyre, he did 14 laps. He came in on lap 14. And it was actually fuel limited. So 14 times 2 is 28. So we could see him come in on lap 28. 7 times 3 is 21, so it makes sense. He's doing about 14 laps on a tank and is not tyre limited. So I think McFlurry is really the dark horse here. He's not far up the order, but he's just maximizing his time on the circuit. And he's he's kind of mastered the art of fuel saving. It would seem. Seeing a lot of chatter in Discord and I'm not going to get to all these messages, but so, Venture 26 currently leading this race, but he is just under half a quarter tank. Flying Finn, so Venture and the Finn both on the medium. Finn has a lot more fuel. Tyre wear. Finn is a lot less rear tyre. Maybe it runs quite a bit more rear bias. So Bombastic in the pits. Let's have a look. Is he doing his stint? Yes, Bombastic is doing his first long stop. So is Alex Wilmot, so is Death Raccoon. It makes sense. We're about 45 minutes in. sip of water. This is what I meant when I said it's interesting. Look at the fin, he's on the medium tyre. Just under a quarter tank. McFlurry on the medium tyre. Very interesting. Golfy also on the medium. Very similar to the fin in terms of fuel consumption. Fin using more tyre though. And I mean, we could probably see if we look at Golfy's lap time. Now they're both in the same car. That's damn near identical in terms of lap time. So, but I still have a suspicion that obviously the tyre degradation between the two is driving. You know how hard the guys are pushing. So I think McFlurry is the dark horse here in this race. These guys very similar fuel usage. Jetta on the hard tyre now. Tyre not the limiting factor. Again, the fuel is. So the fin coming in, McFlurry now leading the race. McFlurry can go long, man. He's going to go up to lap 28. Easy. So Golfy out in third, but Golfy will be his last lap now. He's pushing hard. So Jetta Jonah will now come in fourth place. So Dan's in fifth. He's doing his long stop. 6th is Venture 26 doing his long stop. 7th is Bombastic doing his long stop. 8th is Death Raccoon doing his long stop. Maybe not. 10th is Alex doing his long stop. BR coming in now. Davide is still out there. No, he's just gone out. Didn't do his long stop. 13th is Jack E. He has been in already. McFlurry is just so good with fuel saving. Venture 26 taking my first 5-minute stop. Well done, Venture. You guys are doing a great job here, man. 47 minutes into this, and phew. Man, the guys must be pulling amps. It's interesting, it's brilliant racing. It's very different format, the long enduros. It just takes so much concentration figuring out what to do, but it's all around the tire and the fuel, obviously. So so McFlurry currently 4.5 seconds ahead of Golfy. Golfy will have to stop now. He is going to go through this last chicane, and let's have another piece of biltong. Okay. So Golfy coming into the pits. mechanics look green with envy. So that's shocking. Every mechanic has a two-way radio. That's a bit excessive. Okay, so Golfy doing his long stop. These guys are their knees are gonna get sore. McFlurry's still out there, pounding away. So Death Raccoon out in 5th place. Now Death Raccoon on the hard tyre. It's going to be interesting to see. I think this race is between Death Raccoon and McFlurry. I'm calling it. I'm going to be bold and call it. It's going to be between these two in the final laps. Melty's also there. That's the interesting thing. So when these guys come round, it'll be McFlurry, Death Raccoon, Melty. However, having said that, it looks like Death Raccoon has just changed his tires. So he's pitted already. He started on the hot, on the soft. He's gone into the medium, and he's now on the hard. So he's pitted twice already. I think McFlurry's only pitted once, which is correct. He hasn't done his stint on the soft yet, which is generally quite a lot quicker. So let's look at Melty in 6th place. He's on the medium. Melty went to the medium quite early, because he did his 5-minute stop earlier. There we go, let's see. These guys will come through, and Death Raccoon will go into 2nd, and Melty will go into 3rd. Or not. They'll lap. Okay, so that means that Death Raccoon has done his 5-minute stop. And a few laps down. That's why. Have a slash, says Addis. Yes, I would do that. Let's look at the pole man again. Man, this guy is just killing it. So he's not the pole man, the guy in 1st place at the moment. So Multi has just passed Death Raccoon. McFlurry in the pits. Now McFlurry doing the first of his 2 mandatory 5-minute pit stops. Multi currently pushing very hard. He is ahead of Death Raccoon now. And it makes sense. Multi on the medium tyre, Death Raccoon on the hard tyre. So out in 4th is Davide on the medium tyre. He's 22 seconds behind Death Raccoon. Fifth place is Mr. Bombastic on the soft tyre. Sixth place is the Flying Fin on the medium tyre as well. 7th is Alex on the soft tyre. Alex perhaps doing another stint on the soft tyre. BRPRD3 on the soft tyre. This Mitsubishi just sounds dirty. Jurassic Jam just saying, make sure you have a stretch around the 1 hour mark. That chair doesn't look that comfortable. Are you talking to me? Or are you talking to Venture? Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I just got up and put my pullover on, my hoodie. And it's just getting a bit chilly now. It was a bit hot, well, hotter in here, but now it's cooling down. So we're looking at BRPRD3 in 8th place. He's, like I say, he's on the soft tyre, doing well on that soft tyre. 9th, Venture 26, also on the soft tyre. God damn, he's not that far behind him. It's amazing how well these guys drive, man. Yeah, Adders is saying no one is making mistakes. Brilliant driving, very high standards. I agree, Adders. It is phenomenal how good these guys are. And very, very high standards. Denz has always been a bit of a dark horse for me. He just hasn't had the best luck as of late, but he's a brilliant driver. Jack E, also a very quick driver. Out on the soft, he's going to do a stint on that soft tyre now. Golf Nut, also on the soft tyre, doing his stint now. Gerard Jonah, looks like he's just come out the pits on the medium tyre. So Multi now leading this race. McFlurry still doing his 5-minute stop. He's currently going down the order. So interesting, 2 hours. We've done 1 hour and it's 59.5 minutes. We're almost up on an hour. We're sitting on lap 28 now. So very interesting. As it stands, Multi is leading this race. He is currently on the medium tyre. He's got about a 2.2 second gap to Death Raccoon. Death Raccoon, I mean, you can see he set the quickest time in the race, 1:55.455. He's a very quick driver. And but I mean, look at his fuel and his tire usage. Looking very, excuse me, very competitive. Not that far behind Melty, and on the hard tire, half a tank of fuel. Very cool. We missed Davide. Davide on the hard tire as well, doing his time. Davide's could be up for a good result in this race, possibly a third, I think. Bombastic also in this race. It's so hard to call where the guys are going to finish, but Bombastic currently 4th. These guys have done 29 laps now. We are an hour in, so that means 60 laps. Close on 60 laps. That's what the guys are. That's what we're going to be looking at. It's a lot of laps. That's a lot of laps. I'm going to have some coffee. So we're still looking at Mr. Bombastic, your current championship leader, and he is on lap 30. Or we are on lap 30, I couldn't tell. Lap's 31. Okay. So Bombastic still on the hard tyre, doing a good stint here on the hard tyre. Managing to stay out quite long, that's great to see. Multi still leading this race, 2.5 seconds ahead of Death Raccoon. Multi out of fuel now, he's going to have to stop at the end of this lap. Death Raccoon, however, still has a quarter tank of jam. No problems with his tyres. And really, really good. Davide out of fuel, he's on the hard tyre. Bombastic, like we said, out of fuel on the soft tyre, the fin. So if we look at Bombastic, he really, okay, the soft tyre, you can see the fronts go off quite significantly. The fin is on the medium tyre, doing a really good stint. 6 is Alex, is on the soft tyre, looks like he's used a lot of tyre, but he's hanging in there, doing a great job, out in 6th place. 7th is BR on the soft tyre. 8th is McFlurry Twist, he's on the soft tyre now, doing his stint. Now the question is, how long will he stay out? Malty's in the pits now. So Venture 26 also on the soft tyre, not too far behind McFlurry Twist. Bombastic, your championship leader, I see has come in. Den's out in 10th place on the medium tyre. He's doing a great job. Also still quite a lot of fuel for him. Jack E on the soft tyre, still quite a lot of fuel. In 11th, it's so hard to call where people are going to land up. Bombastic filling up with fuel now, so he's not doing his long stop. He's back on the medium. Interesting, I think a lot of the guys are choosing the mediums. Hajak, I accidentally left pits 2 seconds early. My first stop, so I'm going to. Okay, Multi, I see what you're saying there. Accidentally left 2 seconds early in my first pit stop, so I'm going to wait for 5 seconds extra as self-penalize. Well, that's always the trick with these pit stops. Understood, Multi. Thank you for the information. I can't say yet whether that will be accepted or not. I'd have to review it with the stewards. So we're looking at Mr. Bombastic, who's just stopped. He's back on the mediums. Alex Wilmot looks like he's just stopped, back on the mediums as well. So I suspect a lot of guys are going to go for the mediums. Probably the way is similar to the... it was quicker than I thought. Had no time to test it. Understood. I think it's going to be fine, Multi. It should be fine. Just make sure you get that extra 5 seconds in, please. Yeah, the medium tyre has probably got a similar life to the hard. Not as good as the hard, but a lot more pace than the hard, so it would make sense. So BR doing his second 5-minute stop. I need actually noteboard. Yeah, Multi, just carry on, brother. You don't know whether it's going to be accepted or not. If it is accepted, then you know you don't want to make a cock up. So just flat out from here, do the extra 5 seconds. Don't stress about it. You know, you can only control things going forward. So BR currently doing his second 5-minute stop, I think it is. Davide also doing his. Multi, are you also doing yours? I see you in the pits now. No worries. Death Raccoon back in the lead, although he has no fuel, so he's on the hard now. Will he go to the medium? I suspect he will. McFlurry back into 3rd place. I reckon McFlurry is the dark horse here, my friends. The Finn on the medium tyre. It's going to be between Death Raccoon, the Finn, and McFlurry and Bombastic. It's too close to call, man. I'm just keeping an eye on the comments. Multi, don't text and drive, it's dangerous. Jurassic Jam, I'm in the pits. That is correct, Multi's in the pits. So Venture 26 in the pits now. So there we go, there's Multi, Jurassic Jam. Doing my second 5. Okay. So the Finn now in 2nd. So he's also out of fuel. Death Raccoon out of fuel. McFlurry not out of fuel. McFlurry doing a good job on those softs. Death Raccoon still with the quickest time. So Death Raccoon will come into the pits when? At the end of this lap, he's going down the back straight, going to go through the kink. Now I think Death Raccoon is probably the strongest competitor here. Just in terms of his pace and the gap he pulled right in the beginning. Goes in. So one of the last endurance races he did, I think it was at Spa, he also pulled a massive gap. Maybe not Spa, I forget, but he pulled a massive gap in the beginning, and that was key. It really helped him. So the Finn gonna go in now as well, I suspect. And he has to, 0 fuel, so there the Finn goes in. So Death Raccoon changing, he's not going to do a 5-minute stop. The Finn going in, let's keep our eyes on, so Bombastic is there, is on the medium, McFlurry still on the soft. But it's interesting to see how long McFlurry stays out on the soft tyre. So McFlurry into the lead now. Death Raccoon comes out ahead of McFlurry. Onto the medium. McFlurry will have, maybe it won't have the same pace because that soft wears off really quickly. And it really affects your place. Like the drop off on the soft is huge. So Death Raccoon currently 2.6 seconds ahead of McFlurry. Both these guys on a very similar strategy. The race, in my opinion, is between these two. Death Raccoon and McFlurry. Now McFlurry didn't qualify well, but he started on a different tyre, so hindsight, with such a long race, I think you'd want to start. Yeah, McFlurry went in on fumes there, that's right. On his last stint, yes, correct, Jurassic. In hindsight, you'd want to do quality on the softs, because I don't think there's much advantage to trying to be start on the harder tyre. Doing my second 5-minute stop, I think I did 5 minutes 20 seconds last time. Lost loads of time. Yeah, it is bad, but it's the same for everyone, Venture, don't stress. Death Raccoon opening up a massive gap on McFlurry, flying on those mediums. Wow. So McFlurry still in second, still with plenty fuel. Bombastic out in third on the mediums. Doing let's see what times these guys are doing. So Death Raccoon last lap 154.8, McFlurry 159. Wow. McFlurry playing the super long game. Mr. Bombastic in third 157, so that was a phenomenal time from Death Raccoon on that medium tyre. .54.8, well, that's obviously the pit, including the pit time. Apologies. So Alex is currently in fourth. He's doing 58s. It'll be interesting to see what tyre Alex is on. Alex on the medium. A lot of guys probably going to sit on the medium. They've done all the stops they need to. So let's see what time Death Raccoon has done. 57. Okay, that's the real time. So the 57, McFlurry at 58. That's soft. You can just see the drop off on that soft. He's done. I mean, McFlurry is on the soft tire, but he's doing a second slower a lap. That's the problem with the soft. The drop off is so huge. But McFlurry going for playing the long game. Addis in the comments. Oh God. My wife likes your voice. Would you like to take her? No comments, Addis. I'm just gonna watch something here quick. Sorry. Let's look at Bombastic. Change the subject right quick. So Bombastic is he's got half a tank of fuel, and he is in third place, stating the obvious. I know. It is fourth place. I'm just going through the ranks here. There's no real dicing happening. It's all about strategy. Time remaining 40 minutes. Very interesting. We've done 37 laps. Obviously we're going to cross the 40 lap threshold, meaning that you need to stop 4 times, meaning that you need to do 2 5-minute mandatory pit stops. So Alex Wilmot, also I think a dark horse in this race. He's quite far up the order now. McFlurry finally going to the pits again, deciding those softs are no good, losing too much time. So get off those things as quick as possible. Rather maximize your time on the medium. It's an interesting helmet livery McFlurry is carrying there. Back on the soft. That is an interesting choice. I don't know if that was a finger fault. Wow, McFlurry. That is interesting. So, Death Raccoon still leading this race on the medium now. This man's going to go super long. With this pace, man, he is going to open up a phenomenal gap. Second, Bombastic, also on the medium. He's 18 seconds behind Death Raccoon. Third, Alex Wilmot. He is, let's look at the fuel consumption. He's about 7.5 seconds behind Bombastic. So Alex is half a tank. Bombastic just under half. Death Raccoon just under 3/4. He's got a fourth, McFlurry. He's just stopped. He's on the soft now. Is he going to go for a max attack session here? Screw the fuel saving. It's all about lap time. Don't know. Not sure why I went back on that soft tire. Fifth is Denz on the soft tire. I wouldn't have gone to the soft tire. I just don't think it's the right choice. But I'm not a very good strategist either, so don't take my word for it. 38 minutes left. Fifth is Denz on the soft tire now. 18 seconds behind McFlurry. Sixth is Golf Nut on the medium tire. He is about 9 seconds behind Denz. Golfy's car is looking very second-hand. Seventh is Jedi Jonah. His car is also looking very second-hand on the soft tires. Jake E doing another 5-minute pit stop. Was on the softs coming in. Multi out in 9th place on the hard tire, doing his 37th lap. BR out in 10th place, also on his lap 37 on the medium tire. I think these guys, both BR and Davide, have done both of their 5-minute pit stops. Venture 26 as well. The Finn as well. Finn on the soft. Interesting. Venture, what did he go for? The soft as well. Man, that's interesting. Might do, I guess, a stint on the soft to get the pace and then... Not sure. It's interesting. So, Death Raccoon still leading this race. Significant gap over Bombastic. 20 seconds. Let's just check the gap here. 14. So, Venture 14 seconds behind the Finn. The Finn about 12 seconds behind Davide. Two Genetsu Motorsport cars still quite close together after all this time. So BR looks like there's quite a nice dice developing here between Dens and Beer, although it's not for position. 34 minutes remaining in this race. So Den's currently in 5th place. It's coming up behind BR. Let's watch this. He's on the soft tire, beyond the medium tire. Dens is the ham in the Genetsu Motorsport sandwich. He's behind BR and he has Davide behind him. Soft tire. The problem with this soft tire is the drop off. It's so bad. So Bombastic coming into the pits now. While we watch this dice unfold between Dens and BR. Listen to the tires absolutely complaining about that. That Mitsubishi is a rocket ship as well. Den's driving really well. He's in 4th place now. So if we go back to your leader, Death Raccoon, 31 second gap over Alex. Man, this man is flying. In another league tonight. So good around here. Then you see him getting onto the main straight to finish another lap. He's on lap 43 now. 30 minutes remaining. Second, Alex Wilmot. So, Bombastic just coming out the pits. Where does that put him? Bombastic is in 7th place. So Bombastic doing the crisscross on Alex. That is a very good move. Alex on the medium next to no fuel. Bombastic just did the crisscross there. Let's go back and watch that again. Good racing move there. So Bombastic is on the soft tire. That would make sense. But like I keep saying, the drop off on that tire is so big. Let's look at McFlurry. He went onto the soft. So what is his times like? 58.1s. Death Raccoon 58.3. So Death Raccoon's on the medium. Doesn't look like it's such a bad, like a massive gap. Between the medium and the soft. McFlurry making the softs work for sure. Just don't know if it's the right call. Alex on the medium, he's out of fuel. He's going to have to come in now. So he's done a great job, Alex. He didn't qualify that well, but he's managed to get himself quite far up the field. Also very strong competitor. One of our strongest competitors. So is this man. He doesn't race all the races, but when he does, man, he is good. That Mitsubishi just sounds dirty. So McFlurry now in second place. It's going to be really interesting to see when these guys get ready to do their final laps. I don't think McFlurry has done his second 5-minute stop though. So Den's third on the soft tyre. Got a quarter of a tank. McFlurry's second on the soft tyre with half a tank. Death Raccoon first on the medium tyre. He's probably been out there for 100 laps. No, I don't know. I didn't actually check when he came out on this tyre, so he will do another lap on this tyre and go in. He's 35 seconds ahead of McFlurry. Super fourth place is Gerard Jonah on the soft tyre. Still plenty of fuel. Alex in the pits for the second of his long pit stops. Seventh is Golfy, also in the pits for the second of his long pit stops. Eighth is Malty. Now he's got an opportunity here to... well, he's done his 2 pit stops, so he's going to work his way up the order. BR on the medium tyre. Currently in 7th. Now he'll go up a place or not. He's a lap down, probably because of his 5-minute pit stop. So Davide, also he is 7.9 seconds behind him. BR out of fuel, Davide. Used a lot more tyre. Interesting. Spage Finn is on the soft tyre. Like I say, Spage Finn on the soft tyre, making it work, doing a lot of time. Got a quarter of the tank left. Just going to answer some comments here. So McFlurry, 22 minutes remaining now. I think McFlurry still needs to do his second 5-minute stop. He's currently 33 seconds ahead of Denz, who needs to come into the pits now. Who will come into the pits now. Denz is a minute ahead of Gerard Jonah, also on the medium tyre. Gerard is 10 seconds ahead of Mr. Bombastic. Death Raccoon in 5th in the pits. So where we're really going to see, it's going to be like in the last 10 laps. And that'll be in the last 10 minutes. We're really going to start to see people's position start to get placed, and that'll give you a really good idea of where the people are going to finish, because there's a lot of guys that need to do their second 5-minute stop. So if we look here, Death Raccoon, he's probably the strongest competitor here, in my opinion, doing the second of his 5-minute pit stop. So everybody in front of him will need to do their 5-minute pit stops. Multi is 5 minutes behind Death Raccoon. Now Multi has done both of his 5-minute stops. He's on the medium tyre. So Multi will come out very close to Death Raccoon. When Death Raccoon comes out, I think they'll be very close. Which makes sense because they were quite close at the start of the race. McFlurry needs to do the second of his 5-minute stops. Bombastic has just come through, so McFlurry is about a minute up the road. Okay, McFlurry is going to stop. I suspect this will be the time he does the second of his 5-minute stops. Let's see. Let's have a look at Bombastic. Where's Bombastic? He's coming around. He's still on the soft tire. He's got half a tank, so he's looking fairly strong. I'm not sure. He still needs to do the second of his 5-minute stops. Pretty sure. Let's have a look at McFlurry. Okay, that's it. So he's doing the second of his 5-minute stops now. So if we go around and look at Multi. Okay, so Death Raccoon now putting fuel. Multi is, let's see where Multi comes. It says the gap is 5 minutes, but Multi just passed Death Raccoon. So Multi, let's see. Well, there we go. There's the gap. Those are your leaders, Death Raccoon and Multi. Because Bombastic still needs to stop. Multi running it a bit wide there. So Multi on the medium, Death Raccoon in 5th. He is on the medium. It's going to be a good race between these guys. Half a second between them after 46 laps. That is incredible. Bombastic currently has track position, but is coming into the pits now. So this will be interesting. Both of these guys have got serious pace. Both of these guys are very serious competitors. And after 46 laps, we've got 18 minutes left. This is what it's come to. It's very interesting. Can you believe it? 0.7 of a gap between these two, and they both have done 46 laps. It's incredible to think. Maybe if I could get the view right. Here we go. So we're right on board. Mr. Bombastic has come out the pits again. Has Mr. Bombastic done all 3 of his stops? I don't know. to see. So the guy's still about a lap down on McFlurry. I'll tell you what, McFlurry has done really well to get himself this high up on the you know, in the points. Charlie De Santos, I pressed the damn button again. Oh. So, on the softs, Mr. Bombastic. Pushing very hard, you can see. Looking to make up time. I suspect he needs to stop for his second 5-minute stop still. So McFlurry's still in the pits. Death Raccoon coming around. Four minutes behind McFlurry. I'm very impressed with McFlurry's performance in this race. He has come from pretty much the back and has done an exceptional job. So these guys getting onto the main straight now. Will it be this lap that they pass McFlurry? Yes, it is. So then McFlurry, have they started? No, they haven't. So McFlurry will have it all to do here. He will come out and possibly look to finish this race. There's 15 minutes left. Yeah, McFlurry will probably come out and look to finish on the last tank of fuel. Go long. So Bombastic will have to stop again. He's on the soft tire, but he only has a quarter tank of fuel. Death Raccoon and Melty pretty much staying very consistent in their placement. A second and third, 0.9 second gap. Fourth is BR. He has a just under 3/4 of a tank. The Finn looks like McFlurry's come out again. The Finn is in 5th place. He has the soft tire but 3/4 tank. Davide in 6th place, he's on the medium, just under 3/4 tank. Alex in 7th, he's on the medium, just under 3/4 tank, same as Davide. Interesting. McFlurry in 8th on the soft tire, so he's not going to go long. That's interesting. Going to the soft tire, fighting it out with Alex. Probably thinking that wouldn't go long anyway, wouldn't be able to finish the race from here on one tank. So Alex has McFlurry very close to him as they go down that back straight, riding the curbs. McFlurry on that soft tyre just has much higher edge grip. Trying to get the crisscross done. Looks like he's got it pretty much done, but that Hyundai has the longer legs. McFlurry has the inside line and the side draft, so McFlurry will be able to get the pass done. McFlurry in between Davide and Alex now on the fresh tyre. 49 laps done. 12 minutes remain. McFlurry going to try and push to the end on this tyre? It's the fuel really that's the question. Trying to get the crisscross done again. There's good driving here. Good dicing, good racing between the two. You can see the amount of grip that soft tyre has, but McFlurry's using a lot of it to get past these guys. So Bombastic in the pits now, having to do his 5-minute stop right at the end. Whoa, it's going to be nail-biting stuff. Death Raccoon now with 3/4 tank on the medium tyre. He could probably go to the end, but he's going to have to push it, go long. Multi, a lot less fuel. Multi, will you go to the end on this? I'm not sure. That is, come on, Mr. Bombastic. Mr. Bombastic, yeah, he's 2 minutes ahead. So, not sure where he's going to end up. Fourth is BR. He's 20 seconds behind Multi. He has, what is our South African time? 10:30. Alright. BR has about 20 seconds gap ahead of him to Multi, but he has half a tank of fuel. He's on the medium. Will he make it? 10 minutes left. Could probably make it if you got a fuel save like crazy. The fin out on the soft tyre, but it's all about the fuel. So he's in 5th place. He's got just over half a tank of fuel. I suspect these guys are going to splash and dash. 6 is McFlurry Twist. I don't know if the soft tyre was the right option. I really don't. Mr. Bombastic. Ruined my race. Pressed accidentally the button while doing already a 3-minute stop. Oh no. Sorry to hear that, but that's unlucky, man. Well, let's see. You know, it ain't over till it's over. You know, that's the thing about racing. You just never know. Oh, he has a nice dice developing. Davide and Alex. Davide is showing a lot of good pace as of late. Alex, I think, is also on the medium tyre. Half a tank for Davide. Alex also half a tank, same tyre wear. So this is for position now. Alex going the long way around. Oh, Davide getting it a bit crossed up, but that was a very good move by Alex. Alex under pressure from Venture 26, so this is good racing. Very good racing. So now Davide under pressure from Venture 26. These guys, phenomenal racing after all this time. 51 laps, 9 minutes to go. Brilliant racing. This is now for position. You can see the urgency. So, oh, side by side. Venture and Davide, brilliant racing. Davide closing the gap on Venture. Very good racing. So, Venture is on the soft tyre. Alex and Davide on the medium tyre. So, soft tyre just gives you so much more edge grip, but it goes off a lot quicker. So where are they on the track? They're coming out the hairpin. Alex understeering badly there, but that's just the characteristic of the tyre. Venture getting a lot more exit, a lot better exit there, closing the gap on Alex. Yeah, it's all about getting the exit onto the main straight, onto this back straight. Alex doing a good job to get a good exit there and open up the gap. So, but Venture has the advantage of the slip and the grip. So just closing that gap again. And Venture making a mistake that allows Davide to must get up alongside. It's getting rough between these guys. We've got 7 minutes to go. 7 minutes to go, and I think these guys are going to go to the end. They're going to push. So this is for position. This is now for 6th place. Alex going very defensive. Venture running it quite deep on the brakes. Now the question is, will Venture be able to get to the end? It's more about fuel than it is about tire. But having said that, the more you push that soft tire, the more it goes off. The drop off was quite bad. So if we look at the fuel between the guys, it's much of a muchness. So Venture looking to find a way past Alex here, and he's just having to pick his spot. Alex making that car very wide, but like I say, Venture has the grip and he's got the slip, so he will be able to run it deep. Not really going to make it happen. Looking for the crisscross there. He has to find a way past. Not easy, but this is good stuff from these guys after all this time. Venture running it very deep there, trying to find a way around the outside. It isn't there. I would try and line him up over here down this back straight. Not get too close, and make sure you get a good exit so that you can, even if you have to go around the inside, the outside, you could make it work here. So down that back straight is really where you want to get the job done. Venture maybe just a bit frustrated, running out of tire. That soft tire wears off so quickly, and the drop off is huge. So very good racing from these guys. Venture looking to break the slip. He has Davide behind him, so he has to be careful. He has to attack and defend at the same time. Davide on the medium tire. These guys will go to the end. Good racing from these guys. Alex out in 6th, holding on to this position. He has plenty tire and plenty fuel. He's looking good. Venture just holding station for a bit, just maybe regrouping and trying to line Alex up here. It is the sensible thing to do. It's the thing about racing, you just have to pick your points. It's never all going to happen all at once. That's good. It's a good exit from Venture. So the gap closes again. 0.2 now between these two. Alex will have to go defensive again. It's tough. Venture has Davide right there, so it's all about the exit here. This is what matters. Get the exit, stay in the slip. The gap 0.3. Alex got a very good slip, very good exit out of there. So very difficult. Venture gets a very good exit there. Alex goes very defensive. Venture tries to get the crisscross done. Very close to Alex now. 0.2, pretty much 0.29. So, this is getting spicy. Alex going very defensive. It's very good driving from both these drivers. Alex having to absorb all that pressure and just block every single corner, and that's just allowing Davide to sit there and wait for anything to happen. And this is also resulting in Venture having to exercise extreme patience. With 2 minutes to go, This is the battle for 6th. Oh, bit of contact there. But it was just door banging stuff, nothing too bad. Possibly a bit of frustration. Venture on the outside now. Davide right there waiting to pounce. So, oh, bit of hip and shoulder was there. Bit of contact. Venture looking for the crisscross. Not going to happen. So Davide gets involved now. Davide has managed to get alongside Venture, but losing focus here. So Venture out in 7th. Alex managing to hold off the attack, and Davide Venture coming under a lot of pressure from Davide. It's 1 minute 52 to go. Venture having to he's going to have to go defensive now because that attack hurt him. So if we go to the front, this man has got a 6.5 second gap over Multi. He has done everything right. What a phenomenal job. 1.5 seconds gap, 1.5 minutes left in this race. What a phenomenal race. It's been 55 laps in. Brilliant stuff. So Death Raccoon, absolute perfect drive from this man. 5 second gap to Multi. Multi has a splash of fuel left, and he's got a 22 second gap over BR. He's in 3rd. Well, I did not expect to do this well. He's done a great job, but he has 1.6 second gap on the Finn. So the Finn out in 5th place. These guys are doing 57 lap times. So it'll be interesting. These guys will probably... Oh, McFlurry starting to put the Finn under a lot of pressure. McFlurry out of fuel. Is this the last lap for these guys? 40 seconds remain. I don't know. Where are they on the track? They're coming into the hairpin. So McFlurry going deep. He's on the soft tyre. He's got more grip than the Finn. The Finn is also on the soft tyre. So McFlurry managing to get ahead of the Finn. Brilliant racing from these guys. And Death Raccoon, where is he? He's going through the hairpin. Race isn't over. Time isn't up. So we will do one more lap. Wow, the Finn. Death Raccoon really sliding it into that corner. So 5 seconds remain. There will be one more lap. So who's that? Multi has finished the race. He's in 2nd for sure. He's in 2nd. 3rd is BR. He will come over and finish the race now. God. 4th is McFlurry. So let's look at BR. Will he get a checkered flag? Let's see. Does BR get a checkered flag? He does. McFlurry gets a checkered flag. The Finn. So let's look. Did Venture get past Alex? Looks like he did. So that's brilliant from Venture. Brilliant from those guys, giving us a wonderful race. Not sure if there was contact, but let's just go back and look. Let's see if we can go further back. So it looks like Venture went round the outside, managed to finally get up alongside Alex on the inside. Very good racing from these guys. Very good racing from these guys. Let's go back and look at your pole man. This man has done everything right. He's still on a fast lap. He's just drifting his way around this track. What a stellar performance from Death Raccoon. He's done everything right. He's managed to hold off the attacks from everyone, but he really had so much pace. It was unbelievable. So Death Raccoon, we take our hats off, sir. That was a phenomenal drive. Brilliant pace, brilliant strategy, did everything right. Bringing it home in the Mitsubishi. Congratulations, well done Death Raccoon to winning the 2-hour mega spectacular endurance race. And there's confirmation of your results. Lap ahead of everyone. Wow. Brilliant racing. Well done, sir. Phew, man. I'm gonna have to save that race. Save that replay. Wow, that was a good race. Let's just have a look at these results again. It happened so quick. So, first was Death Raccoon, like we knew. Multi second. That's a brilliant result from Multi. Multi was doubting himself for a long time. You could see in the comment history. Third, BR. That's a brilliant result for BR as well. Well done, sir. Fourth, McFlurry. I expected McFlurry to do well. Do a bit better, but considering he was pretty much last when we started, that is a good result. The Finn, 5th place. Mr. Bombastic, he finished last. Wow, that... Oh, he made a mistake in his pit and he... Oh, it's unlucky. Sorry, Mr. DeSantos. That is not good. So, McFlurry 4th. The Finn 5th. Alex Wilmot 6th. Venture 26 7th. There was a big dice between Alex and Venture. Davida 8th. Jake E 9th. 10th is Denz. 11th is Golfnut. 12th is Jedi. And 13th, Mr. Boombastic. Let me capture those points. I will be right back. Wow, that has thrown a cat amongst the pigeons. So that really hurt Mr. Bombastic, but the points are so close. So if we just look here, oh no, this thing doesn't go up to round 11. I need to fix that. But anyhow, what it means is that the Finn is now leading. This excludes the points drop, just remember that. The Finn is on 192, Boombastic 188, McFlurry 180, Venture on 167, Alex 164, and Death Raccoon 147. So that is quite an interesting result. Wow, I want to say thank you to everybody for joining us. What a phenomenal evening's racing. Let's check out the live comments, right quick. So so many. Venture 26, wow, that was a brilliant race. Not sure what's going on there. It's giving me issues. That was a great race. Multi, that was a good result. Well done. Multi, I'm genuinely surprised, to be honest. Loved it though. Yes, winner did better than me. Started on pole, blah blah blah. On the soft compound it was like 10 times tire wear, but on the mediums and hards it was like 3. Very interesting. Anyhow, thank you guys so much for joining us. Thanks for watching. It's been a brilliant night. Phew, I'm finished. I'm sure the drivers are all finished. But anyway, catch us next week. We're here for prize giving and qualifying for season 4, so join us then. From here, have a great week. We'll see you guys next time. Ciao. Not sure what's going on.